Hello everyone, quick food review for you here. Yesterday we had a bit of a rough day, like bits and pieces going on, like really just a bit stressful. So Dale decided that we should go out for a meal, and there's a new local restaurant in Chirk, just down the road from us, called Brasa. We'd never tried it before. It used to be the location of the old Chirk Tandoori, which we used to go to. It was really nice. And this is a steak and tapas place. So Del rang up, easily booked in, and we drove down. Which, like I say, it only takes about a minute or two. We got there. I have great welcome from the owner. Really lovely guy. Found us a nice table. Got us seated. Got our drink sorted. Del decided to have a drink. She'll tell you about that. She had a couple of vodkas. I just had an orange juice. And so for the starter, I had the creamy mushrooms off the tapas menu, and creamy garlic mushrooms with sour bread. And I'll put a photo up now. It was absolutely out of this world. It's something that I'll get regular, and sometimes you can be really disappointed with it because it can be really bland. But this stuff was really garlicky. You could see there had a load of real cream in it. The little button mushrooms and the sour bread. It was stunning, mate. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'd struggle not to get that again next time because it was so nice. So yeah, I think the sour bread was gorgeous. You're mopping up the sauce. Probably be a picture of our empty plates on here. Absolutely perfect. It was absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely highly recommend that.
Hi everybody. Yeah, like Nick just said, we went for a lovely meal last night. I had a double vodka and tonic water with a slice of lemon and ice. Very nice. It went down very nice. Anyway, so I ordered the scallops, and it came on. It was like a hummusy bedding with a little bit of spice. It was really nice. I've got to admit, it was stunning. I've had scallops before, and they're chewy and they're not. I kept saying to Nick doesn't eat fish, but I don't like a lot of fish. But it was like, oh my God, you should try this. It was like, they were firm, but when you started eating them, they just melted in your mouth. It was absolutely beautiful, and I mean, and until you have them, you can't explain. And I kept trying to explain to Nick what it was like, and it was just stunning. And I had a bit of cheese and garlic bread as well, and that was absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I had for my starter.
For my main, I was a bit conflicted because I really do love steak, and there's some really nice steak options on there. And they do a special there. Signature dish is black and white steak, where they'll do, I think it's on a bed of mash, and it's got a black sauce with it. It looks really nice, but I decided against that, and I went for the beef rib. And wow, it was a massive portion. Huge big bone, and it'd been cooked for 12 hours. It was on a bed of mashed potato. It was real smooth, creamy mashed potato, really rich gravy stroke jus, and with the mushrooms and some buttered broccoli, and absolutely stunning. It just fell apart. I'll be honest with you, there was too much on the plate for me. It was such a good portion. If you're a big eater, you'll love it. It was absolutely stunning. The beef itself was just so rich and tender, and I was dipping it in the sauce, and absolutely stunning. I couldn't finish my plate. There was so much on the plate, but you know, rather have too much than not enough. It was gorgeous. I absolutely loved it. I would definitely have it again, and I would recommend that. It was absolutely yeah, it's perfect.
Right, mine. Right, I had lamb shank, and it was blackcurrant and risotto. I always do it. I'm so naughty. I just love chips. So it was like, I'll have a portion of chips on the side. Oh my God. I shouldn't have had the chips because there was too much of it anyway. But even the chips, they were stunning. I had a couple of them and really, really beautiful. But the lamb, it just literally fell off the bone. It was stunning. And I'll be honest, it was seasoned really nice. It didn't really, you didn't have to put any seasoning on it. The risotto, I wasn't too sure. I thought, oh, blackcurrant, it just went, everything went together. It was beautiful. And it was a huge plate, same again, like Nick said. I didn't eat it all. I couldn't eat it all. I just made sure I ate all the lamb, of course. And it had nuts in it as well. So the texture, it was like you had the lamb that fell off the bone, of course. And then you've got the risotto that's quite stodgy and everything with the currants in. And then all of a sudden you'll have some nuts in it. And it was just different textures. I shared a bit with Nick. I said, have a try. He wasn't having too much. I had a little taste of his. His was lovely. So yeah, it was, I do recommend it. I really, really, really do recommend it. And the portion, like I said, it was huge. I couldn't eat it all. I made sure I ate all the lamb, but I couldn't eat all the risotto. So if you are a big eater, yeah, definitely go.
What Del forgot to say then was she only ate the couple of chips, and the owner came over. We had a right laugh with him. He's saying, your eyes are bigger than your belly, etc. And he didn't charge for the chips. And Del said, no, I'll pay for the chips I ordered. He said, no. He said, we want you to be happy. And like you said, she said the chips were amazing, but she is a chip head. And yeah, I didn't have a sweet because I was absolutely stuffed. And a lot of the times I won't have a pudding anyway. But Del did have a pudding.
Yeah, I did have a pudding. I'll be honest. I said to him, can I have, I think it's souffle, chocolate souffle. And he said, it's going to take about 7 minutes. He said, I'm sorry. He said, we make it fresh. And it was like, yeah, okay, that's no problem. So I did have another double vodka and tonic water, ice and lemon again. But my problem was I was drinking out of straw, so it went straight to my head. But we'll talk about that later. So anyway, so the souffle came, I'm not joking, and it had ice cream with it and then chocolate sauce. And when I cut into the souffle, I'm not, honest to God, it was just the plate, it was just running everywhere. It was stunning. I really, really think that was the nicest pudding I've had. I haven't had one of them like that. Sometimes you'll cut it in and it's all dry and horrible, and there's just a little bit of chocolate sauce in, but you'll see on the picture. We took a picture before I cut into it and then after, and I cleared it. It was absolutely stunning. It really, really was. That's all I can say.
Right, yeah, so that's basically that for the food. Right, so Del had a couple of drinks, so the walk back to the car was quite interesting. And we had an early night. The bill came to just over £100, but for the quality of the food and the service and the atmosphere there, I think that was really good value. I would definitely recommend it. We're going to go back, hopefully take the kids, as I think at least Liam and Harley will absolutely love that. They're big meat eaters. Harley loves to fish and stuff, so I think they will absolutely love it. So overall, I can only give it a 10 out of 10. That's my only rating I could give it, because I have literally no complaints. Nothing went wrong. Everything was perfect. The food was outstanding. Service was great. They've done it out really nice. It's nice and airy, very light. You can see everything really well. Everything's very clean. Toilets were clean. So yeah, it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Just to remind you, the name of it was Brasa, and it was steak and tapas in Chirk. It was stunning, like Nick said. We go out for meals quite a bit, but that was special. It was, I don't know, everything, from the starter, main and me pudding. The atmosphere was there, nice. It wasn't too loud. You could hear yourselves talking, and it was bright. It was really, really beautiful. And I definitely, the menu, there was all sorts on it. There's that surf and turf and different things like that. I definitely want to go back. I want to try different ones. There was squid, there was all sorts. So I'm definitely 100% going to go back. And I will be honest with you, I'm going to score it 10 out of 10. I know you might think, oh, 10 out of 10. It was beautiful. It was the first time I've been there, and 100% I will be going back. And I want everybody just to talk about it and have a look at it and pop in there and have just a bite to eat and put up and say what you think of it. And I really do think everybody will be on the same lines. The people that were in and out of there, and you could hear them saying how beautiful their meals was, clear plates, unless it was like you're saying, like us, it was too much on the plate, we couldn't eat it all. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Thank you very much.